Weirdos. I'm Felicia, and I like scary movies. And today, before we hop into this video, I want to insert a little bit of footage of me deciding if I should spend $20 to rent You Should Have Left on Amazon.
I'll do it. No.
Now, let me explain why I decided to rent this. I had already heard it was bad, but I received so many ads for this movie from Blumhouse throughout the last however many weeks or whatever. I have seen the trailer probably a million times in my YouTube ads. And honestly, I was like, oh, another movie that didn't get to have their theatrical release. I want to support them. There's a lot that Blumhouse puts out that I do really enjoy. It's sometimes hit or miss, but a lot of it I really love. And also, I'm a sucker for a haunted house movie, and that's what I thought it was, and I guess we should talk about it. Alright, so You Should Have Left was directed by David Koepp and co-written by David and Daniel Kellman. David Koepp is known for, he wrote Jurassic Park. It's a pretty big deal. For directing stuff, I know he directed Secret Window and Stir of Echoes. I've never seen Stir of Echoes. I've heard people like it. I'll check it out. But Secret Window I actually quite like. Now, if you didn't get all the YouTube ads for this that I did, it stars Kevin Bacon and Amanda Seyfried. So first of all, I've already seen people talking about the fact that they have a huge age difference, and honestly, I have an issue with that too. Kevin Bacon's like in his early 60s, Amanda Seyfried is, in her early 30s. That's a big age difference, and the reason I have such issue with that is because I think there is a really big issue with ageism for women in Hollywood, and I just don't understand, if they were set on having Kevin Bacon, could they not have cast a slightly older actress? Because honestly, he could be her father, and I just not liking it. I just don't like it. Okay, so plot. Let's say plot. A former banker, Kevin Bacon, who has a dirty secret, his actress wife, Amanda, and their spirited daughter book a vacation at an isolated modern home in the Welsh countryside where nothing is quite as it seems. So this is one of those films that I think is pretty clear from the trailer that there is an entity in the house, or the house is an entity in itself. The house is alive, or whatever. These are typically movies I like, but this just felt like the most bland version of that type of movie to me. First of all, the writing is terrible, and I have to be straight up about that. The writing is not good, and thus the acting is not that good, and I think that it's partly because the writing is not good. None of the characters are likable. They try to make them likable in multiple ways, but I feel like I never like any of them. And there's nothing that surprising. The formula of this film feels very tired to me. I saw somewhere that somebody said it's like a quiet version of The Shining, and I said, how dare you? No, it's not. And my two biggest issues with the movie are, it's not scary at all. It's not tense. Doesn't even feel like a thriller. I mean, it feels like a thriller, but not scary. And it's boring. And that boring on my channel is the ultimate sin. I don't care if a movie is bad. I don't even mind a bad movie. Sometimes I love a bad movie. But if your movie is boring, I'm mad at you. And I know I typically say the things I like before the things I don't like, and today's video is opposite. But I will say, the only thing I did kind of like about this movie is, I guess conceptually, the idea that a house is bigger on the inside than the outside. The way in which the house can change and disorient or mesmerize the people inside. I think that is a cool idea, and reminds me of, Haunting of Hill House in certain ways, but seems to be even more literal in this house. But that was sort of the most interesting part of the movie, and because I didn't care about any of the characters, and all of it was awkward or something. Them as a couple with their child, none of it felt organic to me. It all felt like actors that had just met. And maybe that's true, but like it shouldn't feel like that. And even the things they tried to make like somewhat surprising, like the Kevin Bacon's secret of his past. As soon as they started bringing it up, I knew what the secret was. Like I was like, yeah, I get it. And I didn't like that. I wanted to be surprised. I wanted to be scared. And I wasn't really any of those things. So if you really want to watch this movie, you certainly can. I personally would wait until it's the casual Amazon $4.99 or whatever versus the $19.99, because this, I think, was honestly kind of a waste of money. And it's a bummer because they're not bad actors. The writing felt so bad. Like a lot of the scenes felt awkwardly improv'd. And I was like, that's not good. So I think that's it. This is probably a short video. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just trying to be honest. I don't typically give movies bad reviews, or if I don't like a movie, sometimes I won't even review it. But this is a big Blumhouse movie that they put a ton of money into marketing, and I just did not like anything about it really. So I thought I should tell you. Wild. Okay, well that's it, people. I hope you have a nice scream, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.